and I did so good.
You did.
I
You
did
amazing.
so good. I think I got like a 12-minute mile. That's after training for a really long time.
By the way, I think so. There's 12 teammates. Every person on the team had to run 3 different legs, and they had like some of the positions were easier and some of them were a lot harder.
I got a really easy one.
I think they gave you the easiest one.
Yeah, because I was so nervous, and they're like, "It's okay, you'll be able to do it." They were so sweet, so helpful, so kind, so
like,
encouraging.
we got to give Rebecca the easiest one because she's never done anything like this before.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna die.
I think it was. Didn't you do like 12 miles total over the course of both days?
I think so. It was something close to a half marathon. Yeah. So, and April, after we got it all done, she's like, "You guys, you basically just ran a half marathon, just spread out over a day and a half or so."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that. Like, that's a really cool accomplishment." So I was like, the next step really is to run a half marathon. That was the next thing. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be so good at it. And then we left on our trip, and I haven't done anything since.
Well, because right after that you got pregnant.
Actually, I did run a little bit before I got pregnant. I was exercising a little bit, but it got a little stressful there. So anyway.
So, I think
Michael, he struggled.
I didn't train enough as much as I thought.
He's like, I'll be good. I'll be good. I have one of the hard legs. Yeah,
I have
I'll be
this
good.
bad habit of procrastinating my training until it's like the event. I mean, like, okay, so my second leg was 8 miles uphill at midnight. And I think it would have been probably a good idea for me to have done that a couple times before the race. So I was like prepared. I didn't.
You didn't. The most you ran was 5 miles with me.
Yeah.
Because that was my biggest one that I had to run.
And I was just kind of like, I'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
So I don't even remember my first.
There.
I don't even remember.
I remember your first leg.
What was it?
That was it. Running uphill in the dark.
That was my second leg.
Oh, then your first one was your easiest one.
I think you're right.
And you just...
No, you're right. Yeah, my first one was really easy. It was like 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
Something super simple.
It's like not even a run.
Yeah. Not even like a... No,
I mean, that is a run, but...
I was barely tired afterwards. Training. And then that night, because in between legs is probably a solid, 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah.
So because everybody else is taking their turns before it's your turn again.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time it was my turn again, so we started at like 5 a.m. or something, 6 a.m., super early.
Yeah.
And then I took my first leg around the afternoon, and then my second leg didn't come till like midnight. And I hadn't slept at all. Nobody had been sleeping because we had all 12 people in one van.
Oh, that was hard. That was rough.
And so it's like midnight, and I'm tired, sure, but I'm also like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna do a great job. I'm gonna run all these miles. I'm gonna do it quick.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I ran this exact same leg back in 2012.
Yep.
The exact same 8 miles, and it killed me then too. The only difference was I walked a lot in 2012,
oh, yeah.
But this time I jogged, and I didn't walk like hardly at all. But it still took me a long time. Becca will laugh because when I finally got to the end, I was jogging.
He thought he was jogging. He was like delirious. He thought he was jogging, and he was literally walking like an old man.
Yeah.
Like literally. And he collapsed into me and Johnny Tanner's arms when he got to the end, and we drug him to the van and put him in there, and he was just like, oh.
And then I laid down, and everyone's like, hey, you okay?
Everybody was so worried about you.
And I was just kind of like,
Michael, promise me if we do Ragnar again with the YouTubers, you will train more.
I promise I will train more. I was so unprepared.